Oh, shit. I know I'm not supposed to laugh, but isn't this karma or what?
What are you doing, Sparrow?
Marriage at times can be quite challenging. It can be quite difficult. And especially when you have both of these individuals within that relationship are not willing to work things out. It can be hellish. Now, what tends to happen when you have both of these individuals who are in that relationship and don't really want to put any more effort to make this thing work? So what they try to do is they try to confiscate their misery or whatever they're lacking, and they try to find it elsewhere outside of the marriage. Now meet the 41-year-old by the name of Tamika Hargrave. Tamika been married for a while now with her husband. I have 2 beautiful daughters. And for whatever reason that may be, she decided to get herself a little side piece, a little boo thing, a little something on the side, even a little extra sauce or whatever. A local mechanic that from time to time he would actually get him to her house just to come through and rotate some of them tires. So does happen one of those days that her husband wasn't home, so she called her mechanic over to come through and actually rotate her motors, to change her oil, to blow her gasket, to flip her wipers. God damn it. All right, fine. Promise. Last one. But as he was putting some fuel in her tank and all right. As he was revving her engine. God damn it. All right, I promise that's the last one.
Bullshit?
As he was putting his mechanic tools in her trunk, and they actually had the car running for the whole time and the garage door closed. And yeah, this is what happened.
Well, David, family members have been out here, I guess, for most of the night, still trying to figure out exactly what happened out here. The garage where this incident happened, not too far from where we are standing. But at this point in time, this appears to be a tragic accident. Now, the female victim has now been identified by family members as Tamika Hargrave. She was found on the ground lifeless, along with another man who was apparently the mechanic who was working on her car. The incident stunning members of her family who rushed to the scene last night. Tamika's longtime companion made the horrible discovery of the 2 bodies in a lower garage. He says there was a strong odor of gas in their home, and after a while, an alarm went off and he investigated the source. Kahali Johnson kept following the source of that odor that smelled like automobile exhaust. It took him a while, but eventually he made it to the garage. He opened several doors before he found a vehicle that was running and the 2 victims.
And as I go to step to try to open the last garage door, I see the mechanic. He's laid out, and she's just a few feet away, and she's laid out. And pretty much I had to call 911 because at this time, with that level of emissions, whatever, I knew they were gone.
Imagine if you are this husband that turned... Wait. That's her husband?
Emissions, whatever, I knew they were gone.
I mean, I don't know. That brother sounds like he looks forward to have a prostate exam. Like I'm saying. But anyway, imagine you are the husband, right? You come home, you smell that gasoline, and you just try to figure it out where that smell's coming from, all that. And then you happen to walk into the garage, and then you see your woman. The love of your life, your wife, your forever happiness, somewhere in the back seat. With the mechanic's tool somewhere lying around as well, too. And, Yeah, that would be quite irate. That the fact that you won't get the chance to get that closer, you won't get the chance to cuss a bitch out. Or to cry like Tyrese or something.
Oh my God.
But, however, here's some good news. Imagine the chick cheated on you and you go through divorce court, your long process, which you're gonna be out thousands of dollars. Because, you know, let's face it, some women don't like accountability and they would fight you at every turn. It was your fault. You wasn't there for her. You were always working. You probably was cheating as well. Or, you know, false allegations such as, like, you know, you were abusive to her or the kids.
Anything that you wanted to say to Mr. Monsell?
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it?
And what is it that he could have said that would have made you not believe the lie you were telling? Miss Yvonne, you told the lie. It was a lie, and you told it.
You know, ladies, you know how you do your thing when you try to squeeze every drop from a man because you are bitter that he's leaving your ass. Now, you get to save all that lawyer fees and all that alimony in the future for the next 10 to 20 years, and you don't have to pay it.
Yeah, bitch ass, fuck your ass. Uh-oh.
See? Are we live on
I'm sorry.
That kind of explains why the husband didn't seem to be quite upset about it.
Whatever, I knew they were gone.
Here's the thing, though. There are so many justifications and reasons for cheating.
Did you tell your wife you only cheat with ugly women?
Yes, Steve. Because my wife is so beautiful.
Cheatings. But one thing that all cheaters tend to have in common, is they want to be able to have the security that comes in a relationship, such as somebody to help them pay the bills, somebody to a shoulder to cry on, a friend, so on and so forth. Yet at the same time, they want to have the excitement, the luxury, the thing that you get in your little feeling, that little tummy that when you're sneaking about and you know you're doing something wrong, but yet it feels so right. Instead of being a decent human being, you either break up with your partner and then you get back onto them streets. Or you find a way to work things out. You resolve your problems and find a way that how can we actually get excited together over certain things. But yet, we happen to be that selfish being, that selfish human being. So we rather actually sneak about and then to get our rocks off somewhere else. Meanwhile, pretend to have that facade of dedication, of faithfulness, and so on and so forth, until things like that happen.
What do you think he was doing? Doing it from behind.
God! Oh, God!
So yes, it may seem to be quite assholish of me to make light of the demise of this particular woman. I do feel sorry for the kids that is in that situation, because regardless what the hell your mother was doing, you still lost a mother, regardless how trifling she could have been. And from what the communities tend to say, they said that she was a good person in there, and her cheating wasn't worth losing her life. You know, I'm not happy about the fact that she lost her life, but I just thought that the situation was still hilarious. The fact that karma strikes so fast and so hard. The thing is, at some point in life, you have to realize,
if Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
And God works in mysterious ways. So yeah, share, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out of here. Peace.
I'm going to come in with a part 2 about this Tamika Hargrave case, because I looked into it a little more and I got a little bit more details. Now, as I said in the first video, she was cheating on her husband with the mechanic that was working on her car, and both her and her lover were found deceased in this, basically the garage, from carbon monoxide poisoning. Now, they're saying that her husband came and made the discovery after coming home from work and smelling gas at an apartment complex in New Jersey where he lived. So they believe that she was sleeping with the mechanic to pay off the car repairs. Now, that's something I just looked into. So I'm not sure if this was a relationship she was having outside of her marriage or if this was just an arrangement she was making to pay off her car being fixed. Now, this is really sad because she also leaves behind a daughter, Kalisha Johnson, and she just says, I want my mother back. I want her to see me graduate high school, and I can't do that. This is such a bizarre case, you guys. Honestly, like, it's really strange. I don't know. But especially the fact that her husband came across her body and her lover's body.